In the last round of the Champions League, Real Madrid starred in an unforgettable show against Manchester City, and the name that dominated the spotlight was Frenchman Kylian Mbappé. In a performance that drunk the extraordinary, Mbappé scored 3 decisive goals, demonstrating not only his individual ability, but also his ambition to establish himself as a central piece of the meringue cast. The French star's performance revived heated discussions between experts, former players, and fans, who are now divided between the exaltation of his performance and the defense of the club's tradition, represented by names such as Vinícius Jr. In the match played yesterday, Real Madrid showed once again that technical quality and decision-making power are present in all areas of the field. Mbappé, who recently arrived at the club, found the perfect space to demonstrate his potential. When holding a hat-trick against a heavyweight opponent, he not only demonstrated the efficiency of his football, but also put in check narratives already consolidated about the team's hierarchy on the team. Comments from former players and renowned technicians began to circulate after the game. Among them, figures like Rooney and Zidane, who had already commented on previous matches, took advantage of Mbappé's good form to claim that the new French star has everything to take the role of protagonist at Real Madrid in the near future. According to these experts, impressive numbers and Mbappé's combative attitude highlight a change that European media has been trying to consolidate: the rise of a new idol on the white shirt. One of the most commented points after the match was Rooney's assessment, which has been closely analyzing the consequences of European competition. In his analysis, the former English striker pointed out that although Real Madrid has a talent cast, Mbappé's recent performance can mark the beginning of a structural change in the way the club sees protagonism in the field. For him, the Frenchman demonstrates hunger for goals and a determination that can, in the medium term, put the position of players already consecrated as Vinícius Jr. in check. Zidane, who recently returned to the spotlight with controversial statements, also spared no praise for the new shirt 7. In a post-game interview, the coach said that the transition to the protagonism at Real Madrid may be a matter of time, noting that the performance of Mbappé is the fruit not only of his natural talent, but of a winning mindset that drives him to seek great deeds. For Zidane, the numbers already speak for themselves. The Frenchman has been accumulating expressive statistics, which can pave the way so that he will soon be considered the unquestionable leader of the team. It is undeniable that European media plays a decisive role in the construction of narratives circulating in world football. Throughout the season, several publications were already pointing to the possibility of Mbappé becoming Real Madrid's new idol, driven by both individual performances and the absence of blunt alternatives to replace Benzema's departure. The recent episode against City not only reaffirms this line of thought, but also accelerates the process of consolidating a narrative that can transform the perception of fans and critics. One of the arguments most cited by media outlets is Mbappé's insatiable hunger by goal. In several analyses, experts point out that if the Frenchman continues to deliver performances similar to yesterday, the dispute for individual awards, such as the Golden Ball, will already have a new protagonist. In interviews and posts on social networks, some fans have even commented that in a team where internal competitiveness is intense, the presence of a player who constantly delivers high numbers can make it difficult to recognize other talent. On the other hand, there are also those who argue that Real Madrid has been built historically through a set of players who, even vying for protagonism, can maintain an offensive balance. For these fans, the healthy rivalry between the stars is what makes the club's football so special, and it would not be fair to anticipate that a single name will dominate the scenario irreversibly. This heated discussion reflects the complexity of an environment where tradition and innovation walk side by side. Mbappé hat-trick reactions were not limited to the analysis of experts and former players. On social networks, the discussion took on gigantic proportions, with posts from fans who defend both the protagonism of the new ace and the permanence of the Brazilian talent at the center of attention. Some users argue that French's performance is a foreshadowing that Real Madrid is undergoing a natural renewal, where internal competitiveness ends up benefiting the team. In forums and comments, There are those who argue that by creating a healthy rivalry atmosphere, the teams strengthen, and that the dispute between Mbappé and Vinicius can boost both to reach even higher level. However, there is also a considerable group of fans who fear an abrupt change in the club identity. For these fans, Real Madrid has always been synonymous with players who, besides technicians, carried a historic baggage of achievement. The entry of a player with zero history in the club and without relevant international titles, compared to the legacy built by Vinicius Jr. over 7 seasons, can, according to them, threaten the cohesion of the team and the continuity of a style of play that enchanted generations. This division of opinions emphasizes how modern football goes beyond the field, involving feelings, memories, and personal expectation. The discussion is not just about numbers or statistics, but about the club's identity and the way the passion of fans can be influenced by new media narrative. Mbappé's hat trick against Manchester City is undoubtedly a milestone in Real Madrid's current campaign. But above any individual achievement, the episode has rekindled a debate that involves profound questions about the club's identity and the directions the team should take to stay competitive in an increasingly demanding global scenario. While some experts and ancient stars, such as Rooney and Zidane, see in the French performance the foreshadowing of a new age of protagonism, others argue that the legacy of consecrated players, such as Vinicius Jr., still has much to offer. This duality of opinions reflects the complexity of modern football, where history and innovation are to create vibrant and often controversial narrative. The discussion about protagonism at Real Madrid is not just a simple comparison of numbers or statistics. It is a reflection of the evolution of sport, where the search for results is accompanied by a constant transformation of the paradigms that govern the game. Whether through the meteoric rise of a new star or the continuity of a legacy built over years, what is clear is that Real Madrid is, once again, at the center of attention, not only for the tradition of achievements, but also for the ability to reinvent. As the season advances and new challenges perform at the Champions League and the home scene, the club and its fans will have the opportunity to closely witness how this internal dispute unfolds. The future is uncertain, but the certainty is that, regardless of those who end up assuming absolute protagonism, football will continue to surprise with its unpredictability and unquestionable passion. In the end, what makes the sport so captivating is precisely this ability to provoke intense debates and to unite diverse opinions around great emotion. Real Madrid, with their rich history and their commitment to excellence, is now facing a crossroads that can mark a new era, either with Mbappé as an absolute leader or a balanced distribution of responsibilities among their greatest talents. It remains to be seen which way will be traded, but the certainty is that the show will continue to delight and inspire generations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this content with your friends. His participation is fundamental to continue bringing high-quality analysis and debates. Activate notifications and join us on this journey, helping to spread the news and enrich this community more and more.